for the greater good of all, the greater good of all, the greater good of all. I am here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all. You are here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all, the greater good of all. You are here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all. We are here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all, the greater good of all. We are here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all. For the greater good of all, the greater good of all, the greater good of all. I am here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all. You are here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all, greater good of all. You are here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all. We are here for the greater good of all, greater good of all, greater good of all. We are here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all. Greater good of all, greater good of all.
The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. One day I traveled to Berlin where the wall was. They tore it down in '89 in the name of love, but to some of us the wall still stands, and to some it never did. The problem lies not in the stones, but in the minds that built it. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. Everyone around the world all feel the same emotions. The children know what Lenin said, that all we need is love. We've glorified the intellect and sacrificed the heart. Let's blow the walls to kingdom come. We all can do our part, yeah. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. Paradise is nothing but a state of mind when there's love in your heart. Unity is waiting just around the bend. Now's the time for us to do our part. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers. The only thing that separates one people from another is the wall inside their heads when they forget we are all brothers.
My calendar was filled with dates for months and months ahead. Now they've all disappeared. I'm locked down at home instead. I can't plan any further than the day I woke up to. Welcome to our new world, strange but true. I've been on the road so many years, especially summertime. Now my stage is a couch in my living room and my venue's online. I don't know when I'll leave my house again or if I want to. Welcome to our new world, strange but true. Welcome to our new world. Is this really what it's come down to? I hope it's not how my story ends. I have a lot of living left to do. I never thought I'd see days like this, uncertain, filled with doubt. We don't dine inside restaurants anymore, we just do carry out. I wear a mask everywhere I go, it's a lovely pink and blue. Welcome to our new world, strange but true. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Welcome to our new world. Is this really what it's come down to? I hope it's not how my story ends. I have a lot of living left to do. Movie theaters are shut down. Drive-ins are big once more. You can have a band on the stage, but no dancers on the dance floor. I'm confused about what's normal when this is all through. Welcome to our new world, strange but true. Welcome to our new world, strange but true.
Hello, and welcome to the People of Diversity Sunday service. We're a multi-faith community, and we believe there are many paths to one divinity. Now, you might notice something a little different. My partner in crime is not here. I didn't do anything to get rid of him. He's just out of town. So, if you would like to learn more about our multi-faith endeavors, go to www.podpeopleofdiversity.org, and there'll be more announcements after the message. Our topic right now is creation. Last week we heard from Baha'i Dean Martineau, and his musical guest was Victor Morgado. Really good service. Dean always teaches me so much. It's amazing. So today is my dear friend, Reverend Dr. Leslie Rust. He has a Christian perspective on creation, and his musical partner is Neil McNaughton. Next week is our Jewish representative, Leslie Zwick, and her music will be from Drew Brown. So here we go. Enjoy.
Hello, people of diversity. My name is Neil McNaughton, and it's good to be back with you once again as your singer-songwriter of the week. This time I'm bringing 2 original songs for you on the subject of creation, and I'm bringing them to you from the beautiful shores of Lake Ontario, because this feels like creation right here, you know? The water, the air, the trees, the freshness of life. So the two songs I've picked, the first one is called Let the Dawn Begin, and that is simply about the creation of the day, as the sun rises and brings light to the darkened world. And the second song is called My Little Wonder, and that's about bringing a child into the world, which is the ultimate creation any human can do, is to bring the next generation along. Those are my songs. I hope you enjoy. Cheers. Dark begins to break. The shade begins to fade and open darkness into light. A line appears on the horizon, taking wing. Disperse the darkness from the sky and let the dawn begin. The morning sun is here and strikes my face. I feel warm. Let the dawn begin. Placed within my arms through the sunshine of the day and the deepest dark of night. You will always be a wonder in my sight. You are the one who puts a smile upon my face, a fire in my soul, a tear in my eye. I know by your tiny gaping yawn, my little fingers clinging on to mine, that you are my miracle. Within my arms, through the sunshine of the day and the deepest dark of night, you will always be a wonder in my sight. You are the one lies here helpless in my arms, squirming with a smile and wonder-filled eyes. I know by the little breaths you take, by the beating of your heart right next to mine, that you are my miracle, my child. Placed within my arms, through the sunshine of the day, in the deepest dark of night, you will always be a wonder in my sight. Oh. Bundle of dreams come true. A precious life, so new. Deepest love, my leap of faith came true. The universe answered my hopes and my dreamings with you. You are my miracle, my child. You are the one that hope has placed within my arms. You're the sunshine of the day and the deepest dark of night. You will always be a wonder in my sight. You will always be a wonder. You will always be a wonder. You will always be a wonder in my sight. Oh, you will always be a wonder. You will always be a wonder. You will always be a wonder in my sight.
Hello again, Les Rust coming to you from the People of Diversity to share something of a Christian perspective on creation. It is a beautiful morning as I sit here. The sun is shining, there are clouds floating around, perhaps pretending rain this afternoon. The birds have been coming to the feeders, and I see wasps and hummingbirds, absolutely a marvel to me, always. And so I look out on all of this beauty, and it's easy for me to be thinking about creation. Now, first thing I have to say is there is no way to come at this from a Christian perspective without beginning from the Jewish scriptures. And so we turn back to the beginning of the story, the beginning of the whole thing. Familiar words. I'm going to read from a version that may not be as familiar to you. This is the Common English Bible. When God began to create the heavens and the earth was without shape or form. It was dark over the deep sea, and God's wind swept over the waters. God said, "Let there be light." And so light appeared. God saw how good the light was. God separated the light from the darkness. God named the light day and the darkness night. There was evening and there was morning, the first day. I'm just going to read that much of the story. Most of us perhaps are familiar with the rest of that. In the beginning, God creates. God speaks and speaks forth things into existence. One of the things I want to say there about that is that this is a beautiful story with a great deal of balance. Light, dark, day, night, animate, inanimate, all of these things together that come about in this story of the 6 days of creation. It is a story of how things came to be. It is an etiology, if you will, and it is also a cosmology. It is a view of the world and how the world works. And the critical thing here is, first and foremost, that God is the creator. In in the scriptures, God is the only one who creates. Humans may make things, we may craft things, we may manipulate things, but we do not create things the way God does. And so we have this marvelous story where God, in God's power, is able to bring all of this forth. And of course, there is a repetition, there is a rhythm here as God creates. God stops at the end of the day, if you will, and looks at what has taken place. And God says it's good. It is tov. It is good. It is good. I need to point out, one, in Hebrew, 6 is the number of humanity. 7 is the divine number. So we have 6 days of creation. And on the 6th day, God creates humanity. Let us create humankind in our image, male and female. God created them. Again, this beautiful balance of things that we find here. But there are a couple of things that we need to take special note of. One, at the end of the 6th day, God has talked about everything being good, good, good. At the end of all that, when he gets done creating, he looks at all of it and says, it is very good. Very good. Sometimes I think humans have thought, well, that's God looking at us. And somehow we are incredibly special. And we are very good. And the rest of it maybe not so much, which I think is a mistake. I think God is looking at all of creation and proclaims this blessing, this benediction on all of it, not just on us. And there's another statement here that comes about where God talks about be fruitful, multiply. And then the question is, now what does this thing have? The old translation said, and have dominion over all of it. Now, dominion is a different kind of notion than what we may have. Dominion is connected with words like dominate, right? And so the notion that we have dominion is somehow God created it all and now we run it. We rule it. Whereas I think it would be a better translation to say that God has given us stewardship over the creation. It's not ours to run. It is ours to till and keep. There's a difference there. But a couple of main points here. One, it all belongs to God. In the Creed, we say, and I believe in God, the maker of heaven and earth. God made it. It's God's. We hear that echoed in some other places in Scripture, in the Psalms. Psalm 24. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. In essence, everything belongs to God. And in Psalm 104, we have this great hymn of creation in which God has created light and darkness and water and air and all the animals and all of these things. And it all belongs to God. The Sabbath is built right into all of that. God owns not only all the things, God is the God of all time. So we have this holistic view of creation that has a great deal of complexity and connectivity, all of it because of God. It is not impersonal when we think of it that way. Some folks think of nature and think of nature as, well, it's that stuff out there. Okay, but we run it. Not the notion of creation. It is a beautiful gift. It is a beautiful act that God has done. It is all grace and mercy, and God entrusts us with it. That's the beginning. Chapter 3 of Genesis, the fall. Given all of these things, all our needs provided for, and we turn away from God, thinking, we can do this ourselves. A lot of consequences to the fall. I'm not going to cover them all here, but the main one is that we are expelled from the garden. We are no longer in this place of intimate communion with God and the creatures and all that God has made and all of these things that would have been a blessing to us. And now we are cast out and put into a circumstance in which, the fields are going to grow weeds, there's going to be rocks, labor is going to be hard, it's going to be difficult. Didn't have to be that way. But that's the consequence of our choice. So, that's a beginning for this. Now, we need to turn to the Gospel of John, my favorite gospel, in case I haven't said that or you didn't know it. The Gospel of John. Again, a place where we have familiar words that have been echoed and repeated. We've heard them before. I'm going to read just the first few verses of this chapter. So listen for this. Again, the Common English Bible. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The Word was with God in the beginning. Everything came into being through the Word, and without the Word, nothing came into being. What came into being through the Word was life, and the life was the light for all people. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness doesn't extinguish the light. I've said many times about being a biblical scholar, you can read in one hand this text and you can figure out what the writer had in the other hand. Here's a beautiful case of that, perfect example of that. Obviously, the writer of the Gospel of John is hearkening back to Genesis 1, going right back, the phrasing, the poetic kind of structure and meter to all of these things. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God. The Word was God. And the word that is there is logos in the Greek. Logos it means more than just simply a singular word. In their mindset and in philosophy and in their discussions of cosmology, this, that, and all these things, word was an organizing principle, somewhat akin to reason, the structure of things, the order of all things. This too has some echoes in Proverbs, where Proverbs chapter 8, I believe it is, talks about wisdom being with God in this act of creation. So it's interesting because the Gospels start in different places. Mark starts with Jesus as a grown man coming to John, and let's get started with this thing. Matthew begins with the genealogy, and the story is basically Jesus is the son of Abraham. Got to establish just how Jewish he is. In Luke, the genealogy goes all the way back to Adam, as if to say Jesus is representative of all of humanity. And in the Gospel of John, we have this connection between the Word and creation itself. That all of creation, in some sense, brought about by God, ordered by this sense of wisdom that we find in the Word. John puts them together. All of creation, all of humanity, all things in all times, all places, all of these things, all of God together in this act of creation. But there is one thing in the Gospel of John that kind of shifts gears a little bit, which is that those who follow Jesus point to the resurrection, and they say, importantly, and on the first day of the week, the first day, the week of creation had been those 7 days, ending in the Sabbath. In the Christian mindset, this takes place on the 8th day. In essence, God is creating something new, something different. The old creation suffered under the fall. There were all kinds of problems. God was going to need to redeem and fix all of these things, especially us. We're the ones who brought it all about. So it's saying God is doing a new thing. Recreation has begun. God is going to restore order and forgiveness and reconciliation and hope. And in the darkness of disease and distress and despair and death, God is going to bring new life. This is the purpose of the incarnation. This is the purpose of why Jesus Christ comes. This is why the Logos becomes part of our world in a tangible way. A couple other words about resurrection. Again, in the Creed, as Christians, we say, and we believe in the resurrection of the body. The resurrection of the body. N.T. Wright's written a wonderful book called Surprised by Hope. And in that book, he wants to correct and clarify some ideas that I think have slipped in that are not, in some sense, biblical in terms of pointing to the resurrection. You've got a lot of people who think, well, Jesus came so we could just believe in Jesus and get to heaven. And he's kind of like, wait a minute. Because most people have this idea of heaven as it's those clouds out there. When we get a harp and a cloud and we get to play and enjoy life everlasting. And Wright reminds us, no, the resurrection involved the body. In that scene when Christ appears to the disciples a week after the resurrection, and Thomas is there, Christ comes and offers to show Thomas Here's the scars of my hand. Put your hand in the wound in my side. Believe that I am not some ghost. I am not some phantom. I am not some disembodied soul. No, it is Jesus who has suffered and died and bears in his body those marks. A bodily resurrection. That's vitally important for Christians because it is not some matter of, it's a way to counter a lot of kind of Gnostic thought, which thought matter was bad. You're going to get out of this world and live, some wonderful eternal life, ephemeral. And no, the message of the gospel is a bodily resurrection. So that's important for us. It's always been something of an issue for Christians as to what we do with the body. How important is this? And yet, like I say, when we look at the story of Jesus, when we look at the biblical evidence, it says he appeared in bodily form. He even serves them breakfast a little bit later. I mean, it's important, vitally important, that we don't get that detached from creation or matter or the body. A couple other points I want to say real quick. One, in Romans 8, Paul talks about it, that all of creation is groaning and awaiting the redemption, the revelation of the children of God. Creation itself is groaning and in some sense suffering from the effects of our mistakes, our problems, of us exercising dominion rather than stewardship. It is, I think, a mistake for us to make, to think that God does not love all that God has created. It is not just here for us to use and dispose. It should change our perspective on the world in which we're living and how we go about interacting with the creation around us. Second thing, 1 Corinthians 15. Paul is trying to explain the nature of what the resurrection body is. He's struggling a little bit because when we think body, we just think, material, corporal flesh. And he is trying to talk to us about the imperishable, or what N.T. Wright calls life after death. There is continuity, there is connection. And we see that there in Scripture. And then finally, Revelation 21 and 22, where we are introduced to a new heaven, a new earth. The former heaven, the former earth had passed away. And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, made ready as a bride, beautifully dressed. I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, "Look, God's dwelling is here with humankind. He will dwell with them, and they will be his people. God himself will be with them as their God. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes. Death will be no more. There will be no mourning, crying, or pain anymore." Fascinating idea to get in our minds. The new earth, the new Jerusalem coming down from heaven. There's a lot of people think, we're waiting around for Jesus to show up and we're all going to float up. Kind of got to get the corrective here. And also that all of those things, the living waters, the ever-present fruit, the glorious light, the presence of God is there for all the nations. We are not deists. We do not believe that God just created something, set it in motion, and walked off. We are God's co-creators, stewarding the mysteries of the faith and the grace that we have been given. We are God's agents to live the resurrection life starting even now, not delayed, not waiting, because God is, in a sense, still creating. What is God creating now? God is creating this incredible, immense, inclusive community of love with God at the center. That's our hope. That's what we look forward to. God's life and light and love with us, even now.
Thank you, Neil. Appreciate you so much and enjoy you so much. Yeah. And Leslie, just not enough words to describe how happy it makes me to have you as part of our team. And you do a great job. Thank you so much. To our tech team, Philip and Diego, PL Theatrical. Guys are always awesome. You pull everything together and get it out there every week, and we really appreciate that. If you are out in the world and you need this kind of stuff done, go to PL Theatrical at the address below, and they will be able to help you out. Past services are available on the People of Diversity Facebook group, Facebook page, and the People of Diversity YouTube channel. If you just want to see the last couple or so, or watch them live, you can do Facebook. It's pretty easy. But after 30 days, they get rid of them. So the YouTube channel is also pretty easy, and they have a playlist function. If you go on there, you can search by topic or you can search by faith and watch. There's over 280 videos on there now. So, but we suggest that you use something, not your phone, to do that. Something a little more like an iPad or a regular computer, something like that, to use the playlist, because that's it works better on there. So. You can get notifications by going to the Facebook page, group, or YouTube channel and signing up, and you will get dings to remind you to tune in when the services come on live. So we have a second broadcast on Facebook Live on Sunday evenings at 5:45. If I miss the morning, I go back and watch it. Sometimes I just watch it twice because I always get more out of it the second time anyway. So. We have a weekly newsletter that comes out on Wednesdays. Put it out on Tuesday night, usually gets to you by Wednesday, and that comes in the email. So if you would like to get that newsletter, I need your email. So send your email address to newwaypod@gmail.com. Put you on the list. Our newsletter has a summary of last week's talk. It has links to this week's talk. It has information about our live events, which I'll mention in a minute, and just talks about the pod, talks about Pod Plus, which is our program of recurring donations that you get some stuff with, and mostly we get to have a dependable source of income to keep this show running. I was talking to some people last week, and they were amazed that they said, "What? Your speakers don't work for free?" No, they don't, and I don't blame them. We pay our speakers, we pay our musicians, we pay our tech team, and we have lots of other bills that come along with being a business. And just because we're virtual doesn't mean it doesn't cost money. So if you are at all appreciative of this effort, go in and check out Pod Plus. Thank you. Our next live event, we do live events on the first and last Monday of every month at the Unitarian Universalist Friendship Fellowship Hall in Rockledge. and they start at 7 and end a little before 9 or no later than 9 o'clock. And our next live event, this is going to be really fun. Our next live event is with our Native American speaker, Will Davis. And he is going to talk to us about and help us make authentic Native American medicine bags. So all the materials will be provided, and Will's always fun to hang out with. He's a very wise man, and it's always a good time. And materials will be provided. We are asking a $10 love donation. If you don't have it, don't want to do it, that's fine. Come on anyway. That's just a suggested love offering. We would appreciate that. If you or your business would like to sponsor one of our live events, email me back at newwaypod@gmail.com and we'll set that up. Our rent at the UU is $50 whenever we use it. So if you come to the event that you sponsor, you can have the microphone and talk a minute about your business or why you sponsor the event, or you can remain anonymous, and we appreciate that very much. We are blessing the world's major religious movements, and there are 41 on the list that we're using. This week is Hoa Hao. Hoa Hao. It's a Vietnamese religion that was founded in 1939, so it's not really that old. There are roughly 4.5 million followers, mostly found in South Vietnam. The Hoa Hao, their beliefs are essentially Buddhist, but they are strongly influenced by the peasant lifestyle. Each follower can have direct communion with Buddha, and interfaith is more important than external rites. So it sounds pretty cool. Let's bless Hoa Haos, seeing them in love and light, and say these words together. May peace prevail in Hoa Hao. May peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail in me. Thank you. Thank you. Tithes and donations can be made at www.podpeopleofdiversity.org. That's our website. You can join Pod Plus there, or you can make a one-time donation. We appreciate that as well. So we close our service with an energetic healing circle. So bring to your mind's eye any person, place, thing, situation. If you can't think of something, let me know and I'll help you. There's plenty out there to be praying for right now. Join our energy together and put all those desires into the middle of that circle, and we'll listen to this last song and be sure and open up and get some on you. All right. Thank y'all for being here. Bye.
One power, one power, one power, one power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth, as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of